Hello, this is the massive pregame show for your Baltimore Orioles back at the yard. I'm joined by Sam Crawwell and Nick Polinsky. And we got the great matchup tonight, the Orioles and the Reds heading at it. Last night's game was what a game. We have some crazy things happening. We go Cole Irving, 3 innings, 1 earned run, and he was pulled. Well, he wasn't pulled. We had an hour rain delay, and the game was actually resumed at 10:05 p.m., which led to the Orioles sparking up a 10 runs through the 9 innings, and then the Reds racking up 3. Orioles will win that game 10-3. Heading over to Nick for the pitching matchup of tonight's game.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a really interesting pitching matchup. Both these teams aces for the time being. Andrew Abbott looking like he could be an ace for the future. 3-0 so far in his 4 starts with a 1.12 ERA. Most recently, last time out against the Colorado Rockies, went 6 innings and fanned 10 in a win for the club. Tyler Wells is 6-3 on the year with a 3.22 ERA. He's been also the ace for this Orioles team. He really didn't have one coming into this year. It's kind of a wait-and-see thing. But Tyler Wells has really proven to be the best starter out of this bunch. The one thing he has had trouble with is the home run ball, and he's facing tonight a team that has some good pop to it. Guys like Spencer Steer, Matt McClain, Ellie De La Cruz, and the recently returning Joey Votto has hit a few out since his return. So I think this pitching matchup is going to be a really great one. Definitely one you want to keep your eye on tonight. And these are 2 guys that can continue to really be great starting pitchers for these teams. Future aces, or even a solid point would be a 2 or 3 spot in the rotation for these guys moving forward with additions to both these teams.
All right, we're going to go ahead to Sam about this offensive matchup we have here.
For today's offensive matchup, I would expect a pretty tight game. Well, the Reds, their record is really consistent, considering they're coming off of 3 straight losses after 12 wins in a row. The Orioles, they just got a 10-3 win. For Jordan Westburg in his MLB debut, I would say that he would be able to carry that 1-for-4 into his second game. Adley Rutschman, he was an incredible way for the Orioles, just absolute putting the ball into fair territory with the line drives. Today, I'd expect a pretty decent offensive matchup, even though it could go either way for both teams.
All right, now before we wrap this up, we are going to do the betting odds and what we think the score will be. So let's start with you, Sam. What do you think the score will be of this game?
I'm not sure. I would probably say around 7-5.
What about you, Nick?
I think Abbott's going to cruise for the Reds. Hopefully, Orioles can get him out within the first 6 innings. But when they do, I think that Reds bullpen's going to struggle. I'm going to take the Orioles 5-2 and a Tyler Wells great performance on the mound.
I'm going off kind of what Nick said, but I'm going to say Orioles take this 5-3. Before we go, the betting odds plus 118 for the Cincinnati Reds and minus 140 for the Baltimore Orioles. Thank you for joining us. This is the Massive Pregame Show. Now going down to the yard.